Welcome to the Casino Insiders, and I'm your host, Deacon Kane. Hey everybody, how are we all doing today? Just wanted to kind of touch base with you. I mean, it's the 49th episode, yes, and I am a 49er fan. Oh yeah, go Niners. And I'm going to be going on vacation, so probably get another episode out in a few weeks, probably mid-July-ish, so go from there. That'll be season 5 for us, which is kind of awesome. In regards to that, that'll be our 50th episode. Not sure what I'm going to do. Hopefully on my vacation I can find something or learn something new and go from there. Today's episode's kind of going to be fun, at least in my opinion. We're going to have a few fun facts. We're also going to talk about a machine that I talked about, or not I talked about, a friend of mine brought up to me a few weeks back, and then I happened to see something the other day, so it's kind of funny how everything's kind of coming full circle. So we'll go from there and see all that. But anyway, kind of let's jump in. So first of all, hey folks, if you do have a gambling problem, please go and get help. Only 8,490 gambling and casino addicts received treatment from National Gambling Treatment Services back in 2021. So if you do have an issue, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. They will give you the help that you do need. Thank you. Again, that's 1-800-GAMBLER. Okay? If you have not checked out the Mastering Blackjack or Mastering Roulette, please go to Kindle Unlimited or Amazon.com and get your books. Remember, if you do have Kindle Unlimited, it is free. So all you got to do is read it. That's it. It's that simple. Download it, read it, blah, 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 blah. Real quick, real easy reading, It's like my level, 3rd grade level. Just ask my wife, she'll tell you. Yeah. Anyway, as we all know, that was Alexa. But, hey, folks, thank you like always. I greatly appreciate you. As a great support is definitely checking out our book, or you can just support us anyway through Spotify. That would be phenomenal. We do have quite a few followers, it looks like. We're getting more and more listeners as we come along. Our impressions are up. In our 50th episode, we'll probably go over where we're being heard. And it's not just the United States. It's not just Las Vegas. It's not just Florida. It's not just New Jersey. It's not just California, Montana, Mississippi, New Orleans. And the reason why I say those areas because those are heavily heavy gambling areas. Everybody's like, oh, spit it out. But it's all over the world, which is pretty freaking awesome if you ask me. And I definitely gotta say, I'm excited for the 50th episode because that's kind of one of the big things out there. But that's not until the 50th episode, folks. Okay? Do we all understand that? So, that's number 50. This is 49. We got to really focus on 49, okay? And, folks, by the way, don't forget to go check out Deuces the Shop. We want you to go and check it out. Get your Drinking on Fremont Street t-shirt. Got to go check it out. We don't want you getting too intoxicated, but we do want you drinking responsibly, and there are rules. You have to follow the rules, because if you don't follow the rules, you're going to be a mess. You are going to be wrecked, especially the drinking the H2O part. Do we all understand this? Do we all get that? Okay, thank you. And, the second biggest rule, in my opinion, don't forget to eat. Come on, people, you gotta eat, all right? We've had a few people email us and say, oh yeah, we forgot to eat before, during, and after. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to eat. You know, you gotta manja. Let's go. Anyway, we'll move on now. So, I was talking to a friend of mine. She works at a casino, and she said she got the new top dollar. And she got the new top dollar double. And it has 3 denominations on it. Okay, folks? Now, with the 3 denominations, you know, they're obviously higher denominations. And they're going to be in their higher limits rooms, okay? And she was going, hey, this is actually kind of interesting. You need to come here, Deke. And I'm like, okay. And I go check it out. And I was going there anyway to go gambling. So I was like, all right. She works at a different casino, by the way. And I go and check it out. And she goes, do not play. And I went, what are you talking about? It's the new top dollar. She goes, do not play. I want you to see something. I'm like, okay. So she points down to the scattered win. And I'm like, that's interesting. It's real tiny, and I did not even notice it. Now, folks, for those of you that don't understand what a scattered win is, it is a lot of times on a slot machine. They do it when you do the max bet. Max bet on this Top Gun is, let's say, a dividend of 10. So in this case, if you're playing a $5 bet denomination, okay, $5 denomination, it would be a $50 bet. Okay, does everybody understand this? Okay, and it had 9 lines or 5 lines. Do we all understand this? Okay, cool, beautiful, perfect. Okay. Now, with that being said, she goes, okay, you see this, right? And I'm all, yeah, okay, I see that. Then and that's actually kind of interesting because that means that they won't be able to get it unless it's on the scatter bet, or does it mean that it has to be a derivative of something? She goes, we are all not sure yet. And I'm all, okay, that's interesting. Well, why aren't you sure? So we kind of joked about this. They're all, well, nobody's played that we've seen the $50 bet yet. So guess what? My dumb ass does. Of course, I've got to play the $50 bet. Well, duh. You know how it is. You got to try it out. So she goes, don't put money in yet. There's one more thing I got to show you. So I went, okay. I'm all right, show me. So she hits the rules. And in the rules, we're on the 9 lines, right, folks? And on the 9 lines, it shows me if you hit the top dollar, it gives you the best odds. Now, folks, please understand. Basically, it says if you get X credits, I can't remember what the credits amount were at each level, please understand, sorry about that, but that's going to be your best amount of credits that you're going to get on your first spin, period. That is going to be the best amount of credits that you get on your first spin, okay? And you won't get anything better after that. And then dependent upon where your bet is, so on and so forth, or second spin. And I'm sorry, I completely brain cramped. I didn't take a picture of it because I was like, whoa, what are you talking about? I didn't understand it fully. So I started a little more research, and I'm going to get into that research in just a second because your phone listens to you, folks. And I'm going to get into that as well. So hold on. So I put it on the $5. Those the 5 lines, okay, maxed it out. And the max out was a 6 bet. So it was a 10 bet and a 6 bet. And at $5, that's 50 and 30, right? We all understand this. So that first time you hit that top dollar, that first set of numbers that it gives you, if you get, let's say it was 151 on the $5 and 181 on $5, 5 lines, and 181 on the 9 lines. If it's over that, that's going to be the best you are going to be able to make. Now, folks, this is where the fun little part comes in. We have to start slowing down when we play slot machines. These game makers are trying to confuse you even more so than they have been in the past. Because with you slowing down, that means you are paying attention to what's going on with the game. If you're sitting there just going you are not paying attention. Do we get this? Okay? And what that means is that you are going to end up losing money in the long run. Okay? When you could win, let's say, a $3,000 game and it's only going to pay you $1,100. Do you guys understand that? Okay. Because you are being greedy. And instead of understanding the rules and reading the rules. I know reading, it's not a railroad, folks. Okay, Monopoly reference, just in case you didn't know. And yes, Monopoly is a game. Now, so she points out another thing. And she goes, oh, I forgot this. I got one more thing for you. And I'm all, what is that? She goes, after the first top dollar comes up and it gives you the dollar amount, wait. Remember how we said slow things down? Wait. Because it's going to tell you if that's going to be the best offer or not. It'll tell you to take the offer, or it'll tell you to try again. If it tells you to take the offer, take it. If it tells you to try again, try again. I'm telling you, I actually did not get a top dollar, but the guy that sat down after me because he was watching me, because he was an advantage player, ended up within 4 spins getting it. And I watched him, but please understand, I only played like 5 spins. No big deal, right? But I watched him, and I told him, I go, do this. Just try it out. Sure as bleep, he ended up trying it. And the first spin, he didn't take the offer, and everything else was considerably lower. And he looked at me and he goes, I should have listened to what you said. And I go, I told you. And my friend, she goes, yeah, he told you, you should have done it. And so the guy goes, yeah, I should have listened to you. And I go, by the way, I'm Deacon Kane. I have a podcast. You know, I had to promote myself, of course. But anyway, just wanted to kind of throw that out there at you. Make sure you're reading the rules. Now, let's come a little full circle and come back to where the phone is listening to you, folks. I know, conspiracy theorist coming in. So I'm sitting there, and I went to go get a bite to eat, and I'm looking at my phone. And one of my favorite dudes comes up, because I'm looking at YouTube, and it's Cowboy Slots. And I'm like, oh, sweet. This is like, a day in. All right. What's he got? Guess what he's talking about? The same exact thing that my friend pulled me over to her casino to check out to talk about. So, Cowboy Slots, that guy is awesome. So he confirmed everything up that my friend said and that I saw. So if you guys ever get an opportunity to check out Cowboy Slots, he is the bomb. He is the best. I'm just going to tell you this. In regards to the slots, checking out slots, understanding slots, giving you guys advice, he's straightforward. Here it is. He understands the games. He helps you guys understand the games better. And he understands it's basically a random number generator. Do you guys all understand the random number generator? I've gone over it thousands of times. But hey, just so you guys do know that, I'm going to give another shout out to Cowboy Slots. Great guy. I love how my phone was listening to me because it brought it up and I got to see it, and I watched, it's only like a 20-minute video. So I thought that was cool. And I might as well give a shout out to Vegas Starfish. She's awesome as well. Great guide in regards to what's going on in Vegas. All right, guys. I'm going to kind of move on. I'm going to take a little time for a little break here because I need to drink some water and breathe. As you guys all know, I was looking up some fun facts, and I thought this was kind of cool. And you guys know that I like my numbers and stats and all that, blah, 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 blah. You guys all know this because I'm always bringing them up. But did you guys know the gross gaming revenue of casinos in the United States in 2023 by state? Well, I got those numbers, alleged numbers, I'll say, because we all know that they're not going to give us the exact numbers. At least that's my opinion, even though they're allegedly supposed to, because of the Fair Gaming Act or whatever the hell it is. I don't know. But we all knew Nevada would be number one, and please understand they're all in the millions, so which means billions and so on and so forth. Okay? So just take this all for granted. So I'm going to give it to you, and this is going to be confusing for some of you, but just add a bunch of zeros on at the end. All right? At least 6. Do we got that? Okay. So Nevada's 15,522.52. Pennsylvania, where the heck did this come in? Never would have thought Pennsylvania would have been a big gambling state, but it is. They do a lot of sports betting and little gambling halls in downtown areas of Philly and Pittsburgh. They're at 5,864.19. New Jersey, we knew at 5,778.25. New York, I'm shocked at this one at 4,719.89. You've got Michigan at 3,581.09. Ohio at 3,319.39. Indiana, 22.52. You got Louisiana, Illinois, Maryland, Mississippi. We knew Mississippi just because of all the casino boats. Iowa, didn't think Iowa would be that high. Missouri, yes, again, the boats. Massachusetts, I didn't think they would be up there. Colorado, yes. Virginia, West Virginia, Rhode Island, Florida, Arkansas, Kansas, Connecticut, Arizona. Yeah, I thought Arizona would be a lot higher, though. I really did. Delaware, I thought they would be a lot higher, but they are the smallest state in the union. So we got Tennessee, we got New Mexico, we got Maine, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Kentucky, Nebraska, New Hampshire, Oregon, D.C., Wyoming, and Montana. Now, the big surprise here to me is Montana. Montana's had gambling for over, God, what is it, 20 years now? 15, 20 years. And they have, been probably on the bottom for quite a while. I'm not sure why, and I'm not sure how come, why they are not progressing. It could also be due to the fact of their population, which they do have one of the smallest populations other than Alaska itself. Okay. And one of the surprises that I had talked about was Pennsylvania. I didn't think they were that high. Same with New York and Michigan. Maybe it's just the populace is there. I'm not sure. Indiana, I would have never thought that Indiana would be that high too. But I guess people up in the Midwest and upper Southeast like to gamble. I guess when it gets cold, that's something that they really like to do. I don't blame them. Why not? And a couple of fun facts here. So as of 2023, inland casinos, there are 2,152 inland casinos in the United States. All right, does everybody get that? That's kind of cool. At least I think it is. Considering that we are like growing and growing casinos left and right. So, a little fun fact here. The birth of online gambling industry can be traced back to the creation of micro gaming. It was formed in 1994, introducing famous land-based casino games like craps, blackjack, roulette, and video poker. I know that we had talked about that. It was back in 1995, but now they're saying 1994. So, who knows? Is it 94? Is it 95? I guess we won't really know. Will we? Whoa, no, I'm just kidding. What else? What other fun facts do we have here? The global size of casino industry and online gambling shifted from 227 billion to 262 billion from 2020 to 2021. So it always cracks me up how they get these numbers and it's always 3 or 4 years later. In regards to global gambling, we'll never really know the exact dollar amounts. And the reason being is this. We won't know what happened in China. China's not going to give their numbers to us. Let's be honest here, folks. We are not going to know those figures. Now, this fun fact, I'm kind of like going, wow, this is interesting. There was a decrease of 77,711 in gaming machines worldwide from 2020 to 2021. Well, this is interesting, and the reason why I say this is interesting, what happened in that time frame? I wonder why. And why do you think this happened? I'm going to give you the quick answers. You ready? Here we go. Pandemic, number one. Okay? During the pandemic, machines had to be shut down, correct? Machines have an internal battery. If that internal battery goes dead, the machine will go dead, and the likelihood of it being able to come back is not very good. So therefore, with that happening, that machine will be rendered useless. So therefore, more than likely, the 77,711 machines probably broke down from non-use. Yep, kind of funny, huh? As we all know, the first 5 open casinos worldwide are still in business as of July 2023. As we know, the very first casino that opened up was Casino di Venezia in Italia. The second one was Casino di Spa in Belgium. The third was Kuras Casino of Baden-Baden in Germany. Of Baden-Baden, Germany. Number 4 was Casino de Monte Carlo in Monaco. And the 5th was the Golden Casino in Las Vegas. So those are all still open to this day, which I think is actually pretty cool. And I know I've brought that up probably like 8,977 times. So it'll be 8,978 times the next time I bring it up. Well, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. I hope you enjoyed the fun facts that we just had. I hope you guys are going to enjoy show number 50 when we bring it up and bring it out in a couple of weeks. I hope you guys have a great 4th of July because that's going to happen in a few weeks as well. I'm going on vacation. Please, please, please have a safe 4th of July. Have a great Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And like always, thank you. And don't forget, send us emails to casinoinsiders@gmail.com. Again, that's casinoinsiders@gmail.com. And you can go to www.thecasinoinsiders.com. I'm your host, Deacon Kane, and Deuces.